Hey guys, Blue Reviewer here again, and I'm back. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Um, so I really haven't really found the time to do videos during school and sports seasons, but now the summer is coming up. I plan to do a lot more videos, starting off with this one. This one is going to be a lot of the figures that I have gotten over my little break. Sorry about that. I ran out of breath. Um, yeah, a lot of them, or I mean, all of them are from Revenge of the Fallen and the original movie, 2007. So, without further ado, let's get into the first deluxe class. That first deluxe class being Wreckage. Wreckage, I got off Mercari, and the only thing that's he's missing is these little hinges for his alt mode. I'd say he's in good condition. His automorph still works, and he still has both of his flip out blades, which I think is pretty cool. And what I found a lot of ones on Mercari did not have. So yeah, he's a little bit he's around the same size as a normal um deluxe class even now. Uh, I don't have any by me right now, but you know what it is, the normal size for deluxes. But without wasting any more time, let's get into the articulation on him. The articulation, he has little swivel at the head, even though it's on a ball joint. He can't really look up and down that much. He has I say they're butterfly joints, but it's for transformation, and he has ball jointed shoulders that go out that far and can go full 360 around. He has double elbow joints for transformation and a wrist swivel. He doesn't have a bicep rotation, but that can kind of like get taken over by the little butterfly joint, in my opinion. But he has a waist swivel. For his legs, they are on ball joints, but they can kick out that far. Not much, but they can kick forward that much and back that far. See, not much on the legs, but he does have a 90 or somewhat close to a 90-degree bend at the knees and ball jointed feet, but you cannot tilt them that much. So now I'm just gonna go transform him, and I will show you. And here he is in his like tank mode. So if the audio changes, my mic just died. All right, I should have fixed it, but here is him wreckage in his vehicle mode. As I said before, he's missing the two pieces up here, so I can't put his weapons in. They would tab in right here, and then these little pieces here would tab into a little port on the top. But yeah, he rolls well, and this is part of the automorph. Which, if you let me show you, you untab the arms, you separate that little front piece, you push it in, you got a little half robot. So yeah, he's a pretty cool deluxe class. He's pretty cheap online because he's mainly incomplete. But if you can find him or the bludgeon repaint for Revenge of the Fallen, I think he is worth the buy, especially if you can find him complete. And now I will be moving on to the next deluxe class. That next deluxe class being Brawl. Brawl, I surprisingly found in box at a flea market. He is a really cool figure, and with him being in box, he is of course complete, which I love. Ever since I got Brawl, I have not been able to put him down. He's smaller than how he is in the movie, but he is really cool. So for the articulation, he has a ball jointed head that can't really look up without uh, disfiguring him. His shoulders or on ball joints, but mine, on my copy, he does these parts right here don't really like to stay tabbed in. So he can go all the way around, but due to him being so like clunky, everything kind of like gets in the way. But yeah, since this arm is kind of staying tabbed in, I'll do the rest of the arm on this one. Arms can go out that much, and then he has a elbow bend and a elbow swivel. Nothing on the wrists, no waist swivel, but legs can kick out that far, can kick back that far, and knees can bend. His knees can do that, but that's mainly for transformation. And if you can count it, a toe bend, but that is also for transformation. And now for his tank mode. Bang! Here is Brawl in his tank mode. Yeah, I know I didn't get these pieces fully tabbed in, especially here. I don't know why. It's probably because of his little shooting piece or his cannon. I think it's a pretty cool tank mode. It has little wheels on the bottom, but he doesn't really like to roll. So yeah, he really does. You can hear it, but nothing really happens. He can shoot out his missile. That's pretty cool. So if you can find him with his little pieces here and here, I think he's definitely worth the buy. But a lot of the copies that I've seen online, they are either missing these pieces or these pieces up top. But I mean, if you just want like a tank for your collection, or like a brawl or normal brawl, I'd say if you can find one with these on here and not these, I'd rather prefer these on instead of these. Just personal preference, but yeah, he's pretty cool. And now I'll move on to the only Voyager for the 2007 movie that I have. That Voyager being Ratchet. He is a beefy boy, and he is tall too. He's only a couple inches off from the leader that I have. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's incomplete on my copy, which is expected. I got him at a flea market. He's missing the thing that goes on top of his vehicle mode. But yeah, he's a really cool figure, and I really enjoy him. So let me see here. Let me if I can move my GoPro. His head is on a swivel, so he can't look up or down much. His shoulders can go the 360 all the way around. Arms can go out that much, and he only has a single elbow bend and nothing on the wrists. So yeah, his legs, nothing on the waist. His legs can kick out that far, kick back that far, and he has bad knees. So yeah, not really the most articulate figure, but he's pretty fun just to like mess around with. Now onto his Hummer mode. So here's Ratchet in his Hummer mode. Like I said, with his robot mode, he's missing the top piece that goes over. But yeah, he likes to roll well, of course, because he's a Hummer. But he's not too kibbly unless you flip him over, which his arms and head is there. But that's with almost every Ratchet. You see the head. Would I pick him up again? Yes, but if you can find him for under 40. It also depends what condition he's in too. So it's up to personal preference. If you want a 2007 Ratchet, Dark of the Moon, or a Revenge of the Fallen Ratchet. So yeah, now I'll move on to my personal favorite for the whole entire video. That being the only leader class in this video. Bang! Nightwatch Optimus Prime. I am surprised I got him. I'm surprised I got him at all with the prices I've seen. Like, stupid expensive. But he's pretty cool. I love the colors and the hints of Allspark Blue all throughout him. This is the normal North American release. So he doesn't have the extra black paint on him. But which is fine with me because I love this mold. And the only things missing on him is his major gun and his smokestacks, which is almost on every single copy. And his shoulder pieces or shoulder guards. So one thing that I think this this figure does, I think is neat, is if you press him down, press his head down, and press this little area here, do an automorph. I don't really know if you guys heard of that or not. He makes noises, and as you saw, he makes lights too. I'm surprised the batteries still work on this figure, considering he's 19 years old, I believe. But yeah, onto articulation. Due to the lights and sounds gimmick, he can only do a 360 swivel. Not a full 360 swivel, but almost all the way swivel. His arms are on ratchets, so he can go all the way around if you just move his elbow out or his arm out of the way. He has a double elbow bend for transformation. Nothing at the wrist, but he does have individual. Finger movement though, so I think that's pretty cool, and you don't really see that on Transformers a lot. So onto his lower half. He has nothing at the waist due to transformation. He can kick out that far, and he can't really kick back at all due to this kibble right here. And he has nothing at the thighs, but he does have knee rotation, and knees are on ratchets. Ball jointed feet too. So yeah, that's all I said. Oh, one thing I almost forgot. He has a little flip out gun that if you had the bigger gun, it would have flipped out to be here too, and it had a missile you could shoot out. But yeah, I think he's a pretty cool figure, and onto his truck mode. And here is Prime in his vehicle mode. I forgot what type of truck this was, but it is a really big truck. Fun fact, the batteries, I think they're stored in here, which I think that's pretty cool. And these flip from the back to here. I kind of confused how they did that, but he has rubber. Holy, whoa! Sorry about that. He has rubber wheels. There we go. He has rubber wheels, which is pretty cool, and you don't really see that too often on Transformers. And one thing that he does have is a light and sound gimmick, again in the truck mode. If you press this little button up here, I think that's pretty cool. And yeah, you can see where the shoulder covers would have gone, like right up here, and the smokestacks would have been right here, and the gun would have tabbed in right here. But for a if you can find them at a decently low price and like a condition that I found him, like he's fine. He's decently fine, just a little bit of scratches right here. But yeah, if you can find him in a decent condition, I'd say he's worth it. He's really fun. He's really cool. Easy transformation once you got it down. The little sprinkles of automorph throughout. Yeah, and he's really cool. I really love how the gray and silver transition throughout the truck mode. I think that's really cool. And now onto the Revenge of the Fallen figures. So there's not that many In this one, there's only 2, but I'm still gonna talk about them. So the only deluxe in this little part is the 3-pack Soundwave. Man, he's something. I can tell you that. Nothing really wants to tab in on him, or nothing can really tab in on him. His legs are like really fiddly. He doesn't really like to stand up that often due to the backpack he has. But due to not having a robot mode in the movie, he's pretty cool, and I like how they gave him the G1 design too, or the G1 colors. I mean, for articulation, this shoulder is a little janked up, so I'm just gonna do all of the articulation on this one right here. So his head can look up and look down. Can't really look side to side, but that's all right. Shoulders can go 360 all the way around. Double elbow joints due to transformation. No waist swivel. Legs can kick out that far. And back that far. He has what would be a double knee, or like a really good knee bend. And I forgot to do this with the other figures, but this is how much of a spread he can get, or how much of a split he can do. So yeah, that's it on articulation, but I think this is a pretty cool robot mode for something that never even existed in the movies. So yeah, now on to his first vehicle mode. And here is his satellite mode. I know I definitely mistransformed him, and I'll probably do it for his third mode too. But it's pretty cool. There's not really much to say. It's just a bunch of untabbed bits of line and stuff, of panels on panels. But yeah, his head is just kind of back here. He's just doing a big O yoga pose. That's all he's doing. A very impressive yoga pose at that. Now, I think I could just get him into his third mode right now, which it shouldn't be that hard to, because it's just basically flipping these pieces right here, I believe, around. But, bringing them down to the sides. Let's see. Yeah, this should be it, but if not, let me know down in the comments below. Here is his jet mode. I really like how he's a triple changer. Not really, but he's something. But yeah, he's something. It's not really a jet. It's not really anything. It's just, yeah, just a bunch of untabbed bits. But it's a kid's toy. I don't know what else to say. If you can find them, I'd personally, it's up to you if you want a Revenge of the Fallen Soundwave, but I'd just pick up the Studio Series version. Unless you want a certain deco, I'd say I'd pass. But a very, very reluctant pass, because he's very fun to fiddle with. And if you're a big Soundwave fan, I'd recommend it. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about him. So now, on to the last figure. That figure being Starscream. I think this is the Target exclusive version for Revenge of the Fallen. But he is missing his missiles, and I think that's all he's missing. So yeah, he's really cool. I think it's very accurate for the time, and it still holds up today. But yeah. Let me see if he can fit into frame. Yeah, so I don't have to keep holding him like I did everyone else. He's really cool. He's the only Bayverse Soundwave that I have. So, I mean, not Soundwave. Only Bayverse Starscream that I have. But I am glad that this is the only Bayverse Starscream that I have. So, onto articulation. His, oh! That's what that noise is. Every time you turn his head, right here, and I think it's supposed to be over here too, but it doesn't really like to tab in much. So I can't really get that. There we go. Now it should be on both sides. But if you turn his head, the little gears here like to move. That's pretty cool. But like I was saying, turn of the head, arms can go full 360, elbow swivel and elbow bend. His wrists can flop down like that. Nothing at the waist. Legs can kick out that far. Can kick back that far. Not much, but then they can do a split that far. So now his first knee can go like that, and then the second knee can go that far. And then for transformation, his foot can go like that. Speaking of transformation, let's get him into his jet mode. Alright, and here is his jet mode. I know I definitely don't have things tabbed in, like, oh, look, right there and right here. But I'd say from the front and from the sides, kind of from the sides, he's very clean. But once you get to the bottom, you can see where the arms are. And from the back, you can see where the arms are. But I mean, like, you can kind of flip these up. Have these be like rockets or something. But yeah, there's not really much to say. It's a jet mode. I really do like the Cybertronian tattoos that he has. In the movie, they were black or a darker color, but I think they just had this silver to be the be like the 2007 movie. Yeah, I think that he's pretty cool. But yeah, that's all of the Bayverse figures that I got while I was on my little vacation away from YouTube. Yeah, the only figures that I'd like really recommend is Brawl, Optimus Prime, and Starscream out of all of them. But once again, all of them are really fun to play with, and whichever one suits your collection needs or your collection wants. I really love all of them, some more than others, like the review that I just went through. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Toodaloo.